What it do, Ghost Nation? It's your boy Ghost. Welcome back to another episode. Now, on this episode, I want to talk about this movie called Soul, starring Jamie Foxx, Phylicia Rashad, Tina Fey, Alice Braga. The list goes on. I think T-Pain's in this too. He plays a barber. I think, let me just make sure. I think he plays a barber. No, I think it's Daveed Diggs. Daveed Diggs plays the barber. My bad. T-Pain is not in this joint. But anyway, I want to talk about this movie because I just watched it. It dropped early this morning at 3 a.m. And I have to say, I'm a big Pixar fan, but my favorite movie from Pixar is Big Hero 6. That's another one of my favorite classics, probably my number one movie. But Soul was pretty good. It's a story about Joe Gardner, who's a struggling musician. He's working part-time as a teacher of music, a middle school music band teacher, and he finally gets the full-time gig, full pension, health benefits, all that stuff. But that's not his purpose. That's not what he wants to do. So he's excited that he finally got a gig because he's been trying to get a gig for a while. He finally gets a gig, played by this woman, Dorothea, by Angela Bassett. She finally gives him a chance because he auditioned for it. He's been auditioning for a while, keep failing. Finally gets an audition. He goes out into the streets of New York during the day when it's busy as hell in the city, falls into a manhole, automatically dies. He goes to the great beyond, but he sees how people are dying on the great beyond. Like their souls go up this ladder to a white light, but at the end of the white light, they get electrocuted. He's not ready for that. I still have my life. I still want my life. I have a purpose. I want to be known as one of the greatest musicians of all time. I'll do whatever it takes. So he's running. He falls off of that astro plane, goes into this place where it's full of pink and purple clouds and friendly souls, premature souls who are not even yet born, have not yet developed a soul yet. So he goes there, and it's called the Great Before. This is the moment before you go to the great beyond. He stumbles across a couple of counselors named Jerry. They all name is Jerry. There's very few that's named Terry or Jim or whatever. Majority of them are named Jerry. And one of them is played by Alice Braga. Now, if you don't know who Alice Braga is, she was the Mad Doctor in The New Mutants, which I thought was a great movie. Alice Braga also played on a TV show called Queen of the South, which aired on USA Network for 3 seasons. But besides that, I thought she was great. I thought her delivery was fantastic. I'm a huge fan of Alice Braga. So, I was shocked when I found out that when I heard her voice, I was like, yo, that's Alice Braga. Shocked that she was in this. So what Jamie Foxx's character had to do, what Joe Gardner had to do was counsel a soul to develop a soul, pretty much. These are unborn, premature souls. So once they are able to pass all their tests and they're supposed to level up all their attributes, then they get an Earth badge and they get to go to Earth, go into a meat suit, which is probably a baby or a person, and develop that soul and live their life and find out what their purpose is. So Jamie Foxx cheats death. He cheats death because he wants to get back into his body and to perform at this nightclub with Dorothea. So he actually stumbled across this moon wind where these are like hippie souls. They actually can conjure up different astral planes to go from the great before or the great beyond to Earth, present time, real time. So they were able to finally cheat death, and he was able to take 22. That's the name with Tina Fey, who stars as 22. He was able to take that soul and go back to Earth, and he ends up in a cat. And 22, that premature soul who doesn't even know anything about life or purpose, ends up in his body. And they go throughout the whole movie developing purpose, developing life. Jamie Foxx, I thought his delivery was great. I felt for this character, Joe. Because sometimes I ask myself that all the time. Why was I put on this earth? What's my purpose in life? What am I supposed to do? I'm still learning it every day. But I'm going to take it one day at a time and enjoy life. You know what I mean? Facts. That's what faith is all about. So this movie was good because Jamie Foxx at the end, playing as Joe, he was able to find out what his purpose was. He finally did the gig that he always wanted to do. He finally knew what his purpose was. But he felt empty. He wasn't sure of himself. So what happened? He had to go back into the great before, find 22, who became a lost soul because she didn't know what her purpose was anymore. Had to save her, give her the Earth badge. Okay, now we're going to go to the Earth together. I want you to live out your life. Jamie Foxx knew that once he sacrificed that Earth badge, he could no longer go back to his body. Gave her the Earth badge. They jumped down into Earth together, but he was not going to make it. He was going to go back to the great beyond. After that, 22 was able to go live her life, jump into a meat suit, and find out what her purpose is. Know what she wants to do. So he's now going to the great before. Great, not great before. He finally going to the great beyond. He's on the astral plane, climbing up that ladder to the white light. And here comes Counselor Jerry. Here comes Alice Braga. Turns him around, said, okay, we talked to Terry. Don't worry about Terry. We want you to, we're going to give you another chance. And please avoid manholes. Don't fall into any more manholes. And he was able to go back into his body, and he comes out, he goes out of his apartment, and he steps out into the world again, and he's finally going to know what his purpose is. He got a second chance at life. I thought this movie was very heartfelt. Like I said, I felt for this Joe character because I always ask that question every day, what's my purpose in life? I enjoyed this film. It was fantastic. Just like I said, this movie was supposed to come out in theaters, but because of the pandemic, most movies are probably going to be coming out on streaming services. You can watch them right at home. I don't have to deal about. I love going to the movie theaters. Don't get me wrong, but I hate going to the movie theater because people are always talking. People are all, their babies are crying. You can't enjoy the whole movie experience. So I get to watch it at home. I enjoyed it. It was fantastic. Y'all need to go watch this if you have Disney Plus. If you don't have Disney Plus, subscribe to Disney Plus because I'm plugging for them because I love Disney Plus. I give them my $6, $7 a month every month, and I'm happy to give it to them because I enjoy I enjoy their library, and I enjoy Mandalorian, their original content, and now they're gonna start picking it up. They're gonna start putting out more stuff. We got Mandalorian last year. We got Hamilton at the beginning of this year. Then we got season 2 of Mandalorian this year. Now we're about to get WandaVision in January. Are you serious? Now we're gonna get these Marvel's TV shows. They just announced maybe a month ago, maybe 3 weeks ago, to the Disney investors that, okay, here's all the shows that's coming out. We're getting all these Star Wars shows. We're getting all these Marvel shows. Y'all need to subscribe because I'm telling you, this platform, Disney Plus, is about to take off, yo. And y'all going to be on this ride. Y'all going to be like, bump Netflix, bump HBO Max. I'm King Disney, so I'm going to rep Disney Plus forever. I don't have HBO Max. I could get it, but I don't want it because I have most of those shows and everything on Blu-ray and DVD already. Yes, the average consumer doesn't want to get up and pop a physical media into their PlayStation or Blu-ray player anymore. You just click of a button, you can watch everything you want. But you know what I'm saying? If you have cable and you have all these streaming services, that money adds up. Yeah, I'm cheap sometimes. I don't care. It is what it is. I have Disney Plus, I have Hulu, I have freaking YouTube TV, I have all this stuff that I'm already paying for. I have Apple Music, all that shit adds up. So I have to be selective with my streaming services. HBO, I already have HBO, so HBO, I guess I do have HBO Max because they merged into it. So I'm already paying for whatever I'm paying for HBO. Now I have HBO Max, so I could watch what they have. Like Wonder Woman just dropped today too. So eventually I could just watch that whenever. Maybe I'll watch it. I'm not a big fan of Wonder Woman, but I'm veering off track right now. Go see Soul. It was fantastic. I just want to give you all my thoughts on the movie. I enjoyed it thoroughly. All right, Ghost Nation, I'm about to get up out of here. Y'all already know what to do. Like, subscribe, and share Ghost movies. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.